Uh, I'm going to try and be as nice as I can be with this one. But I don't trust myself. I know that it's quite likely that I will be getting angrier as I go through this. But let me try and be in love. And let me try, and keep things in control. So everyone's been seeing the posts that I've been putting up on Cullen Smith. He has a book out, and in this book, he has CGI depictions, Walt Disney production, images of the globe. So he's obviously using that and supporting and giving the impression that that is the Earth we live on. So we're going to have a debate on the 29th, and he's going to school us. He's going to school the flat earthers. He's a Copernican. So he believes that all of the ancestors of all the cultures prior to 1542, when Copernicus dedicated his book to Pope Paul III, Alessandro Farnese, the Jesuit, and the Jesuit order began globalism and the global agenda psyop. So he believes that all of his ancestors and mine and everyone's are stupid. You know, the ones who built Tartaria and the Gothic cathedrals, back in those days, they were flat earthers. They didn't believe in no Santa Ball of Copernicus. Neither did Martin Luther, nor did John Calvin, nor did Rudolf Steiner. So don't go pretending that you're a spiritual guru, Cullen. Rudolf Steiner himself laughed at people who thought they lived on a globe. And he was a very intelligent man, and you would do well if you studied his works. He's a flat earther. He's not a dumb globe-tart. Okay, globe-tarter is the only way you can be complimentary toward people who believe they live on a spinning globe. Hurtling through space. And none of the stars ever change their positions. It's always Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Polaris is always fixed in the middle. We're hurtling at mega marks. And no change in luminosity in the stars, no change in positions. They're just turning around over the flat Earth every day. And that's why the stars never change. So here's Cullen Smith, and he's telling people the lie that he is, that I've exposed him over the years. He's been telling this lie for 6 years. In fact, I believe that he is the initiator of this lie. This is what he writes in one of my posts. Okay, folks, this is on my YouTube channel. Here is the real truth. I'm making a full video to show the whole truth. We used to be friends and colleagues until he went to jail. That's true. I used to allow Cullen to actually post. I gave him the password to my Facebook page to post on my site, and I regret it because he availed himself. Every second post was him for months. The ego-tripping, delusional degenerate just kept every second post. He just was him. So I regretted that. But back there, you could say we were friends or associates, just like my niece, who also thinks he's a creep. And I'll get to that because he's been using her as leverage against me to sort of get all these buddies to think, I'm in with Sonia. Sonia fucking hates this degenerate maggot with the letter F. She hates him. She despises him. Creepy is how she describes him, and as how everyone actually sees him, except himself. He doesn't have mirrors in his house, because if he saw how dope he really looked when he speaks and how dopey he sounds, he would get someone to narrate his work, and put a model in there or something, you know, rather than yourself, Cullen. You're not doing yourself any favour putting your head in any of your videos. You look so fucking Sasquatchy. I don't know, there's a Sasquatch ogre, creepy fucking demon vibe coming from you. And that post that you put of me, that video, you go to his channel, folks, you'll see put a video of me. That's how degenerate it is. This is how I'm going to expose him firstly, and then I'm going to expose him, and then I'm going to go after him like you got no idea. You got no idea. His sister Bruna contacted me and sent me a drive of Santos, all his Atum presentation, to finish for him when he was in jail. He feared for his life. And I did, actually. I thought they were going to keep me in there. They were going to just make all different other judgments against me and keep me in jail for probably years. So I wanted to get this presentation, all is Atum, which is the best presentation that will ever. It'll make his book look like kindergarten when you see my all is Atum, and I'm going to put it out in the next couple of weeks just to humiliate Cullen and show him how little he knows about anything. He's a repeater anyway. He's a copycat, plagiarist. He's not original. I'm original. He's jealous that I'm original, and everybody loves my originality, whereas no one loves his panty look. You know, usually people dress up, Cullen, when they do presentations. So why you turn up in your underwear just it defeats. I don't know what you're getting at, but it's interesting. He feared for his life. I was the only one he trusted to finish it as well or better than he could. Yeah, that's what I said to my sister. I said, give it to Cullen, because he's a wordsmith. Cullen Smith, or Con Smith. Colin comes from Cohen. Cohen comes from the priest class of the Jews, which turned out to be the con artists. So he's a smith at conning you. That's what Cullen Smith means. He's a con artist and he's a smith at it. But I did appreciate some of his work. He's very clever. He's enlightening in some ways, you know, even though he's what I would call a false prophet. And he is good with words, and I thought, no better than him that I know right now, and he has been a friend, and I've done him a lot of favours. He should be able to do this for me. So, verbatim. Ooh, very clever word there, Cullen. Very clever word. Look at that, verbatim. Wow, this guy's intelligent. I have the messages to show it. Oh, yes, of course, he's got all the evidence. He used to love my work, and I had his Facebook password and posted my page. Oh, he admits that, okay. On his page all the time, and I supported him well. Yes, he did. I didn't do his Atum presentation because, no offence, it kind of sucked. Oh, well, we'll see what kind of sucks in a couple of weeks, okay, guys? You judge. We'll let him read the comments for the rest of eternity once I put this presentation out, which he declined. It wasn't very good. All right, remember this, guys. This is posterity. This will be here for posterity. This video will be alive forever. All right, remember, it was all pseudo wordplay with weak and largely baseless assertions. We'll see about that. When he got out of jail and all of a sudden was a religious flat earther and viciously attacked Graham Hancock, Ruth Ramos, all of us, and all of his friends and anyone who proved the earth isn't flat. Well, I've proved that it is flat, and all my ancestors agree with me, and so do yours, Cullen. And I've proved that. I've actually done videos where I've proven it, because globetards don't have not even a half of proof. They don't even have a half of a proof. They think they do. You guys are like the vaccination people who, oh yes, it's good for you. You've got to do it. You've got to do it for the others. These are intelligent, blue, left-wing, Democrat, liberal, fucking yuppie retards, and that's what Cullen is in the spiritual world. He's like one of those guys, right? He says that the earth isn't flat, right? I'm going to pull his panties down on the 29th. This guy's going to be so humiliated. He doesn't know what's coming for him. He took a deal. Here's the lie, guys. I'm going to prove it right now. This is a lie, a blasphemous lie for which he will go into eternal damnation. He took a deal from the government in jail and was raped or something. This is true. This is him. That changed him and made him a horrible person. Oh boy. I thought I was a horrible person all the time, all my life. I've never been a nice person. I was a horrible freaking, from the first video I've done. Humiliating people and going after people like David Simonton, who died after he attacked me and crashed my computer 3 times and did a lot of harm to syncretism. And so did the guy who came to kill me in Oregon in October 13th, 2019, who got killed. He brought a baseball bat and a knife to murder me, and guess what? He got killed and he died. And the police took him to the morgue, and I walked away with 3 slight cuts on 3 of my fingers. So we'll see about how the 29th, the beheading of St. John the Baptist Day, goes. We will see. That changed him, made him a horrible person. He took a deal to get out if he promised to push flat earth disinfo, a psyop to the public. All right, folks, well, this is me on the higher side chats. No, we don't want that. We want this one. Okay, so I don't know how much you guys missed.
It's a cell. We live in a solar cell.
I might have to do this again.
Rather than on.
Anyway, here's me
It's a trinity.
on higher side chats. Remember, this is the lie that Cullen has been telling people over here. Oh, where did that one go? Oh, dang. Well, you saw the lie that he said. Oh, yeah, there he goes. So there's the lie. I'm repeating this because I'm cut out. We had a hurricane here, and we still don't have internet. I'm tethering this off my phone, and I don't know how this is going to turn out. So it's probably not even going to turn out, and I have to do it all over again, but it'll be a pleasure to redo it. Okay, so we go now over to my video. And here I am on the higher side chat in... Why is this happening? I want this one. No, I don't want that one. I want this one then. No, that's August. I want this one. Oh no! What's going on, man?
You are tuned into a fireside chat with Zany Mystic.
Someone has just fucked up all my freaking... Someone's gone into my YouTube channel. Oh, God. All right, guys, I'm going to have to do this again. I'm going to have to terminate here and perhaps do this again. I'm going to expose all the lies. Someone has changed all of these uploads here, all of these videos, and I can't find the... Well, actually, I can. Let's do this, shall we? But look at the way Cullen speaks to people. Remember, children, when someone tells you you're going to hell by observing the facts, they're not observing the facts by reading your book. It's full of lies, global-tard lies. So look at that disparaging imbecile, will you? Remember, children, He thinks he's a guru, the panty prophet. He thinks he's a guru. We'll see what sort of a guru he is. So let's go to this one. And we're going to go to Greg's version. All right. We can proceed. We can proceed. So 6 minute 40 mark. Let's go there. Is that what it said? It's right there. You know, usually people do this. With this one. But I don't trust. Okay, I'll just check to see if we're still going. We're still going. So, all right, I can proceed. What I'll do is open in a new tab because I want to keep that open. Okay. Video unavailable. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's do this really quickly then, guys, because this is going to get really, really interesting. This is going to get really, really interesting. They took that video off my channel. Let's see if it's on my channel. Oh my God. This is getting real scary now. That's available. Someone's gone into my channel and changed.
It's a cell. We live in a solar cell.
Someone's fucking with my channel, guys.
With Zany Mystic.
All those videos are the same. They're all different images and everything, and they're all 3 different shows, but they've changed them to the one. This is amazing, guys. You're watching video unavailable. Right, okay. Well, we've got it here on Greg Carlwood. So we go to the 6:43 minute mark of this video, folks. Please go to Greg. Higher side chats, Santos Bonacci, Syncretism, Ascension, Atomic Language, and Triple Crown. Please go to the 6:43 minute mark. And here's me a month before I went to jail talking about the flat earth. Here we go.
Yes, it is Sol Invictus, the soul of the solar system. Our solar system is not really, it's a cell. We live in a solar cell. We live in a sphere rather than on a sphere. But Sol Invictus, the one who is alone in the sky on the...
Okay, we live in a sphere, not on a sphere. You can see clearly here that I am not a globetard anymore a month before I went to jail. Here is the evidence, folks. See there? It's on his channel, July 22nd, 2015. I went to jail in August of that year. Came out in September. October, I was resting and recovering. In November, I started posting about flat Earth, and this is when Cullen went vicious and attacked me and promoted Christopher Lord's videos all over the place and ridiculed me and backstabbed me for all the good work that I did, and I let him use my Facebook page, folks. That's what I did. That's how he treated me. And here I am talking further about the flat Earth. Here we go. At the 6:43 minute mark, folks, please go there, please.
And united through syncretism. And this is why Marsilio Ficino, in the Renaissance days, he went down to Rome with 900 theses of syncretism. I have his book. It's called Syncretism in the West. You can get it through theses, which were Protestant corporate.
55. Sorry.
Enough time to convert Queen Elizabeth. And Queen Elizabeth was listening to Giordano Bruno, and she was going to
56.
make England a very Protestant kind of
Let's go forward to
kind of
56.
they grow.
Here we go.
With these things, you can know all things, and you will know all things. Because syncretism is neutrally uniting all things. The ecliptic is the teacher, and atom is the ecliptic. The ecliptic is atom. For instance, today is the 3rd of July, the feast of St. Thomas Day. Why is a day before 4th of July, which is perihelion day, the day the sun is closest to the earth, and the sun's only...
By the way, that should have been furthest of the earth on July 24th. Aphelion day, not perihelion. That was a mistake. Yeah, clearly I meant to say the highest because I know that. I do this all the time. I often make these mistakes. But here we go.
About 3,000 miles high up in the sky. A day before 4th of July, which is perihelion day, the day the sun is closest to the earth, and the sun's only about 3,000 miles high up in the sky, and so we've got a flat projector screen that the sun produces called Earth inside a sphere. The sun is doing circles above the Earth, about 3,000 miles away, but it is closer on July 4th, perihelion day, than it is on its opposite 4th of January, apohelion.
That was, again, I made the same mistake. It's not closer. It's further. It's further. Gee, man, I hate listening to myself. I really never, ever replay any of my videos because I make so many freaking mistakes. But anyway, you heard it clearly. I'm going to repeat. I'm going to go back. You're going to see me talking about the flat Earth in July, way before. Now, Cullen and many, many people who are liars have been spreading this, insinuating it, implying it over the years, and I've seen it. And I've waited till now to expose them. I've been very, very patient with these people. And I'm going to dig up 2 other interviews I did with someone else a month prior to this and 2 months prior. And then in March and April, I did a show, and I think Ruth Ramos was in that show, guys. If you go back to all my work, early 2015, sort of April, May, June, anything I did with Ruth Ramos, you will see there that I was implying a flat Earth already in March. Then I've got these 2 other videos I'm going to dig up. Then I've got this. So let's listen to this again.
People who are still in the opinion and sense, preaching Baptist or Catholic, rather that syncretism is, you can know all things, and you will know all things. Because syncretism is neutrally uniting all things. The ecliptic is the teacher, and atom is the ecliptic. The ecliptic is atom. For instance, today is the 3rd of July, the feast of St. Thomas Day. Why is a day before 4th of July, which is perihelion day, the day the sun is closest to the earth, and the sun's only about 3,000 miles high up in the sky, and so we've got a flat projector screen that the sun produces called Earth inside a sphere. The sun is doing circles above the earth, about 3,000 miles away, but it is closer on July.
There you go, folks. So here, when we go over here, we see this guy lifting the veil is a liar. He's a deceiver. That's what he is. And for all of you people who have also spread this lie, shame on you. And I hope you don't go to that place. I really hope you don't go to that place and perish for eternal damnation because you have lied about me. And you've said that I struck a deal with the government, and there you see a video of me talking about the flat projector screen Earth that the sun is producing in the middle of a sphere, the flat Earth, which is the model I have known of since 2014 and came out before I went to jail. Clearly, you have seen the evidence. This is not on my channel. This is on Higher Side Chats, and you cannot go back and fake the date. You can't change the date, okay? That's the date. This is before I went to jail. Everyone knows I went to jail for 7 weeks in August and September. And then I took a rest in October. And then November, because I had plenty of time in jail to think about things, I thought to myself, hey man, I know the Earth's flat. You know, I know the true model. I've been teaching it anyway all along. I've always been teaching the Ptolemaic model, the one that Copernicus supposedly debunked, told me, the most famous astrologer of history. That was the official model prior to Copernicus 400 years ago. And everyone knew that model. And I was always teaching it in my presentations. Only I was using globetartary to explain my explanations. But now I use the correct model and it works perfectly. You know, you can predict eclipses much easier with this model. It's the model they actually use. They tell you that they use the globe model to predict eclipses. That's a lie. I can teach a kindergarten child how to do it on an astrological website. You go to something like this astrological website here. I can teach you in 2 minutes how to predict eclipses, okay, on a flat Earth, because it's flat Earth. We don't live on a Santa ball. So here is the lie that this satanic individual teaches. Where was that picture of his? There you go. There is a CGI image. Why would you put that in your book of supposed truth? Why would you put something so artificial? You can tell it's a CGI. It's not a picture of the Earth. Or if it is, they've distorted the curvature there and done that deliberately. So it's a manipulated image. It is a manipulated image. Why is Cullen Smith using this deception? So you can see already I've proven that he is a liar. He is a liar. And rest assured, I did not get raped. I was protected by God's angels, like when I got protected on October the 13th. That dickhead, Stephen, 6'2", and I'm 5'7". All right, got reception back. So as I was saying, on October the 13th, when 6'2" Stephen came to murder me and Molly, and he was beating her over the head with a baseball bat when I bursted into the room to save her. He brought a baseball bat and a knife, and he ended up dead, like, real good in 15 minutes. He ended up, like, dead. You know, his own weapons got him killed. So if you're going to, be one of these liars, hey Danny, you know what I'm doing? I've just proven to the world that I was a flat earther before I went to jail. Have a look at this. I was on the Greg Carlwood show. I'm doing this now. I'm doing it live, man.
Oh yeah.
Here's
Look. I didn't even get a notification.
What's that date there, please? July
22nd, 2015.
When did I go to jail?
Oh man.
August.
August?
Yes, August. Now, this is what Cullen's saying on my posts. This is what he's saying. Here's basically, he took a deal from the government in jail, was raped or something. That changed him and made him a horrible person. He took the deal to get out early if he promised to push flat earth disinfo to the public.
Something's wrong with him.
We know this. We know.
They don't do that anyway.
Yeah, he's a degenerate. Well, I've just proven to the world. Listen to this, please, Danny. Just please. I know you're in a hurry. What's going on? You got
I'm fine.
You got something for me?
I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Just bear with me, man, because this.
No worries. But let me hold the phone because it's shaky.
Yeah, all right. You hold the phone. Okay. So listen to this.
The 3rd of July, the feast of St. Thomas Day. Why is a day before 4th of July, which is perihelion day, the day the sun is closest to the earth, and the sun's only about 3,000 miles high up in the sky, and so we've got a flat projector screen that the sun produces called Earth inside a sphere. The sun is doing circles above the earth, about 3,000 miles away, but it is.
Did you hear that I said the Earth was flat and that the sun produces the theatre, which the word Earth is in the word theatre, as a screen inside a sphere flat?
Yeah.
And that's the model that I've been teaching ever since. Now this is a month before I went to jail. So what is Cullen Smith?
Yeah.
Is he a liar?
He's a complete moron. He's not a liar. He's just inadequate. He doesn't understand.
He's inadequate.
Yeah, of course.
I would say he's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna do a lawsuit against me because I called him a pedo about 5 years ago.
Defamation of character.
Yeah, defamation of character. So he's gonna do that. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well, maybe he'll get me, and then I'll go to jail. And
no, he won't. No.
Yeah. But no. Let's say because that's what he thinks. He's telling all his underage boyfriends that he's going to send me to jail. Well, let that go down in history, Cullen, because I've already exposed you as a liar. You watch what I'm going to do to you on the 29th when we have the debate. Oh my God, I'm going to shred you to pieces and pull your little panties down, and your little bits are going to be exposed for having CGI images of the Santa ball in your body. Stay. Fuck man, I'm glad I called this part 1 because I have to do part 2 when I'm not tethering off.
You already did a lot. 30 minutes. We're back.
Yes. See, all of this is maybe I'll take Skype off. Let's take some programs down. Is it going all right now?
Yep.
All right, guys. Go here, please. Go. Dance of the Hebrew alphabet. Here you'll see Stan Tenen. Video unavailable. Dudes, this is incredible. This is incredible. Oh my God. YouTube has gone out. This is a famous video where he shows the flat earth, a Jewish scholar.
It's unavailable?
Stan?
You just clicked on it, it was unavailable, right? Wow.
Look, man. Video unavailable. All right, let's try it again here. Stan Tenen.
Hey, look at that. Look. I got it standing.
Geez, I'm slow today. Here we go. It's here. Beautiful. All right, guys, have a look at this, sweethearts. This guy's Stan Tenen. He is not a stupid man. This man is not a stupid man. Okay? I'll tell you who is stupid. A globetard. That's what's stupid. Okay? Have a listen to this.
Around one forms. And in the middle, of course, if we were to open it, this disc, as you can see this very well, but the disc is the flat earth. This is where, I'll put it inside, maybe you can see it in there. You put the hand inside, this disc becomes the earth, there's the sun, this is the heavens, the dome.
The dome.
And what we've got in our model...
That, friends, is a Jewish scholar, an intelligent
I've never seen that video.
Man. Yeah,
Send me the link, please.
Okay, all right.
But it's already in the community, right?
All right. Let's go to the next thing. Let's go to this, shall we? Let's take a ride on the Suez Canal. And Cullen, you can explain to all your underage boyfriends who are commenting on your post, on your lying, deceiving, satanic post about me. You can explain to them about the Suez Canal. That's the task I'm going to give you, child. Yes, children. I'm Cullen Smith, Con Smith, the con artist. He's a smith at conning you. Let's take a ride. I'm going to go fast. I'm going to go double the speed. But watch this flat Suez Canal, 120 miles. We're going to go for a journey. It's 120 miles. And guess what? The Red Sea, which it connects to the Mediterranean Sea, are totally level at each ends, which causes it to be filled all year round. Because if it was a globe, it would be drained because the water simply wouldn't reach. Let's go for a journey, shall we, guys?
Full screen.
all I can say is flat. They engineered it with such precision that it was impeccably flat. Look at those clouds. You see how they look like they're coming from below? No, they're coming from afar. It's your perspective that makes it look like they're coming over a sphere. But of course, humans, like the people who go and get the jab, they're very clever, those people. Doctors are even going and dying within hours of getting it. But there's your Cullen Smiths, you know. Looks pretty flat. We're still not even halfway through. And it connects to the Mediterranean Sea. Here we go. We're going now to the Mediterranean Sea. And it's all flat. See how the clouds work. Take note of the horizon. It's flat. There's no curvature. There's about 300 miles. There's probably, you know, like 100 miles of horizon. All right. So you just saw that, didn't you, sweethearts? Okay. Here's a picture of Cullen Santa Ball. See, this is Lake Tahoe. Wow, that looks like the size of Australia. How did a small lake become that big? Oh yeah, that's because the CGI images. There's Lake Tahoe. Right? There it is there. Look, how many railguns, 100 miles, perfectly straight line. That's 6 feet of missing curvature. How do railguns work? Cullen, sweetheart, please, I'd like to know. Share it with all your boyfriends. You know, when History Channel, they put a helicopter in a lake. They filmed this in a lake because, you see, they were proving Earth curvature in a lake. You see, but you see, globetards tell you, oh, but there is no curvature in lakes. They're all flat because the laser tests prove it. Well, then why did the History Channel get a helicopter to go over the horizon and in and under? You could see the helicopter go under the water, 20 miles away. It went totally under the water. A helicopter, right? And they said that proves that the Earth is a globe. And globetards use this as one of their proofs. Well, tell them to try it on this Bolivian salt flats, which is 400,000 square miles of totally flat lake. Tell them to try that experiment with their helicopter there instead of,
Hello.
You know, doing their Santa Ballery.
Hello.
And the high priest of Santa Ballery is globetard Cullen Smith. And then his Sasquatch girlfriend, David Martin, with his quote-unquote girlfriend, Violet. Maybe they should all get together and have a club and sort of debate me. And let's talk about doing that helicopter experiment on the Bolivian salt lakes, you know? How many 500-mile sections of perfectly horizon does it make to make a sphere? I wonder how many sections of 500 miles of perfectly straight flat Earth. Yep, these are real images, photos. These are not images. These are photos, you know. Oh yes, yeah, there's another Cullen Smith there. There's his ejaculator Prince Lord, pseudoscience, hocus pocus, honky shonky, honky shonky, wonky, dodgy, bodgy, bogus, pseudoscience. You can tell it's a globe because it looks so flat. See that? See how flat that is? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What's the matter with you, globetards? You're going to ejaculate your brains out with Cullen Smith? Because that's what he's doing. See these pilots? Of course, you'll turn around and say, oh yeah, these pilots are laughing at you. No, these pilots are being honest because they know they can lose their jobs. Just like the nurses who know that the jabs are harming people, they can lose their jobs.
Yeah, we've done enough accounts to do it. No, we're round, we're a desk, aren't we? We're flat. Sorry, but honestly, quite seriously, we are really. Thank you, mate. Thank you for being honest. Can I ask you one more serious question?
I just got one question to ask. Flat or a ball? Well, I've never seen this. Plenty man, if you got a ball, surely we'll have to fly around it? Yeah, it feels like flat or a ball? Yeah, me too. It certainly does, doesn't it? And you've got that flatness going down there to keep it flat. Gravity, and these are unproven theory. Let's rock and roll. Cheers, Dennis. Thank you very much. Very later. Am I allowed to say that? Hey, I just want to say thanks for the switch light. I have one question. Is there like a specific angle of downward tilt you have to fly at 3 degrees? 3 degrees for the curvature of the Earth? Up for the Earth? Because, yeah, I just like working with the atmosphere. Really? But yeah. You have to keep like kind of going down because you actually have to do something.
Did you hear that? You actually have to nose up. The aeroplane's always nose up. Interesting.
Right. Really? Because I was reading some stuff on the flat Earth, it made a lot of sense. I never looked into it. I was reading a lot of stuff on the flat Earth. Okay, yeah. True. This year? Yeah. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very cool. You too.
Just want to fire a ball. It's going to have to be better. It's not better, man. Just fire a ball. Absolutely, I understand that these days. Just a fellow keeping out, you know, fantastic, how are you? It's really great, guys. Guys, I'm going to ask you a question. Are we fine? I've come to the conclusion. There is no curvature. I give out a the curvature. There's no way there's curvature. We're around the flat, aren't we? We are, aren't we? We're so, and the other wing itself.
Did you hear that? The pilot said it's as flat as a pancake. Definitely. He said twice the word definitely. It's flat.
And so North must be in the middle, correct? That would be the only way that the compass would have that number. Yeah, but you're not having me on. We're round and flat, aren't we?
Pancake flat. Yes.
Yeah, because I can't keep people, especially some close mates, even though I'm a pilot, but I think it's like a little asshole. Thanks, guys.
Did you notice any curvature at all when you were up there?
Curvature, no.
No, there's no curvature?
It's just all flat.
Yeah, I have a question for you. When you're up really high, what's the furthest that you've been able to see, like as far as a city or mountain range or anything that we could recognize that you've been up there for a while?
100 miles?
Oh, yeah?
Maybe. Like, I mean, it has to be something pretty distinguishable, like a mountain.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously the Rockies from Kansas.
Wow.
Nearing the border.
The Rockies from Kansas, that seems like more than 100 miles.
Well,
You can see the Rockies from Kansas. Do your math, guys. That's hundreds and hundreds of miles of flat earth.
nearing the border from Kansas into north Nebraska, the very western edge of it. But while you're still in it, if it's a clear day, but if it's smoky or hazy, obviously you can't see much, but it's not that easy to see with the naked eyes.
How many days have you guys to account for the ground moving underneath you and planes coming in different directions? Well, yeah, if the earth is moving from side to side, you have to be landing on straight going north.
The wind is going like east to west.
Well, not the wind, the movement of the ground underneath you.
The ground isn't moving that much when you're traveling at the speed of, I believe, we landed about 143 knots, so it's quite fast. So the Earth it's not negligible. It's basically standing still as compared to our motion at the moment.
That's your experience? Yeah. Because they tell us, that at least in the US, the ground's moving at about 700 miles an hour left to right. And I was thinking that's kind of odd for landing, going north, moving in the north
That's
direction.
not that bad. The ground looks just like it's standing still.
Yeah, not an issue, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ground looks like it's just standing still. Yeah.
No.
MIT, the Army Research Laboratory flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth.
These are documents, government documents, showing that the Earth is flat and non-rotating.
Flat Earth with a flat Earth assumption. Non-rotating flat Earth. A flat, non-rotating Earth may be assumed. A flat and non-rotating, assuming a flat Earth. Flat, non-rotating Earth. A non-rotating Earth. Flat, non-rotating Earth validity. A flat Earth based on a flat Earth assumption for a flat Earth and a flat atmosphere. Flat, non-rotating Earth. The flat Earth model. Propagation of electromagnetic fields over flat Earth. Ballistic vehicle motion. A closed-form solution is developed for the motion of a ballistic vehicle entering the atmosphere over a flat, non-rotating Earth.
Cullen wants you to be mesmerized by his book. Obey, obey. I am your guru, children. Obey me. As you can see already, Santos has proven that I am a liar and a deceiver, and I have perpetrated and perpetuated a liar against someone who was my friend. And he's going telling people that I've been raped and that I've been changed. I wonder. I'm back on. Okay, what's going on here, man? I've got to check what's going on. I reckon I've wasted, I don't know. Okay, what's going on here, man? I've got to check what's going on. I reckon I've wasted, I don't know. What was the last thing? And he's going telling people that I've been raped and that I've been changed. Oh, I don't want to go back now. I've just said so much. What to do? I'll continue on. Hopefully this is working, folks. We've had a hurricane here and there's still no internet, and I'm tethering my phone to the computer and it looks like I'm running out of data. Anyway, I hope this is working. So how do you explain this on a globe Earth?
And here's an eye-opener video. This is a 5-day time lapse up in the Arctic. Okay, you see the sun is going to go down. It's getting smaller. And here it's not going down, it's coming back around. Notice that the camera is moving 360 degrees. 1 day has passed. Okay, it's going to the second day. You can see the sun is moving down again and getting smaller, but coming back around again. Notice that the camera rotating 360 degrees. Second day. We're on to our third day. So if you look at this, this proves that it's flat Earth. The sun's getting smaller again, coming back around. This is near the Arctic. Now, if the globe theory held true, this is near where the access point of the globe would be. So the sun you shouldn't have to rotate the camera at all, really. You can see the sun getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a local sun, about 3,000 miles away. Once again, the Arctic is near the access point on the globe. Therefore, you shouldn't have to spin the camera 360 degrees per day. But here, this proves it. It does. Not only take note of the fact that the size of the sun gets bigger as it's coming towards noon, and then look, it's going to get smaller. Guys, wake up and share. All right,
So, guys, you see, the sun's getting bigger and smaller because it's local. Right? Like I said, a month before I went to jail, the sun is 3,000 miles up, most probably. Probably only a few hundred. We don't know. No one knows. You can't triangulate it. It's impossible. It's like a rainbow. It's a projection. The rainbow is not there, but you see it. Dang, back again. All right, folks, check out this guy's vids. J. Tolan Media 1, Mississippi River, Great Lakes and Hudson Bay at 1,200 miles in infrared. He has... All right, folks, it looks going to be getting cut off a lot here. Sorry. Check out this guy. Mississippi River, Great Lakes and Hudson Bay. This guy's captured with infrared 1,200 miles of flat Earth. Folks, here is the image of this. Let's play this. Please watch this video. And this Google document, if you want it, I'll send it to you, of all of this stuff that I've got. Let's go forward. Have a look at how we, that's hundreds of miles of Mississippi River, man. That's like, you know, the length of 3 or 4 states there. Clearly you can see all the big lakes, the Hudson Bay lakes up here. He's in Missouri, so he's right down the bottom. Let's get that again. Let's make sure we got that right. Missouri's over here. There's Illinois. Missouri, Illinois. Houston. And there's more. Look, it goes way back. Infrared penetrates what we can't see because of the vanishing point. There's such a thing as a vanishing point on the horizon, and our eyes, it's like a tunnel. Even if it's a straight tunnel for 6 miles, you will never see the end of the tunnel. If you're at one end, you will never see the end, because it'll just, there's a point where the light vanishes, the horizon vanishes, but it keeps going up. You can see on the ocean, everything's going up. It's not curving. There's Mark Twain Lake, and then he goes right up Mark Twain Lake there. And there's way beyond. It looks like it was a cloudy day, but there's clearly, it keeps going up. It doesn't go down, and it doesn't curve horizontally either. There you go. That's how much area the guy covered. So, folks, how can this be possible? How can you see Reunion 120 miles long, and look how flat it is. There's 120 miles of land there, an island, and you're 140 miles away in Mauritius, and you're taking this photo. And can you see how the island is up high in the sky? It's going up, it's climbing, the horizon's climbing up, forever, up. And those mountains, they're not curving away, they're upright, perfectly upright. They should be missing. They should be missing. They should be 2.47 miles under the curved drop. How is it possible to see Reunion? Mankind take it for granted nowadays that the sun is fixed in the middle of the planets and these planets revolve around it. In the near future, it will be realized that the school of Copernicus and Kepler is very convenient, but as an explanation of the macrocosm, it is not the truth. Well, that's what Copernicus himself said. Martin Luther quote. Have a read of that. There's George Orwell. It will be seen that by my reasons for thinking that the earth is round are rather precarious ones. It does not rest on reasoning or on experiment, but on authority. And how can it be otherwise when the range of knowledge is so vast that the expert himself is an ignoramus as soon as he strays away from his own speciality? He's talking about Cullen Smith here. Most people, if asked to prove that the earth is round, would not even bother to produce the rather weak arguments I have outlined above. They would start off by saying that everyone knows the earth to be round, and if pressured further, would become angry. In a way, Shaw is right. This is a credulous age, Cullen the credulous little boy, the child. And the burden of knowledge which we now have to carry is partly responsible. I carry this burden, folks. Yeah, never mind my anger. I don't want you to like me. I don't want anybody to follow me. I'm no one's guru. I don't want anyone to like me. Oh, he's a great bloke. I don't care what you say about me. It's your business, really. What you see is what you get, and I'm going to be who I am, and I'm just going to keep on exposing these guys, and I'm going to be brutal, and I've got my style. Here's the old Bible, flat earth, right there in the old Bible, in the book of Samuel. See, these are the scriptures that Cullen doesn't know. Chronicles, he has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Psalms, thou hast fixed the earth firm, immovable and firm. Psalms, he has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Psalms, thou dost fix the earth on its foundation so that it never can be shaken. Isaiah, who made the earth and fashioned it, and himself fixed it fast. It staggers me that people think the earth's moving. I mean, it's so still, it's dead still. It's never moved a millimetre since it was created. Here's an old etymological dictionary. Planet. What have we got here? Flat. To spread. On the notion of spread out. That's what the Quran says, actually. He spread the earth out like a carpet. Okay? Here's Copernicus. The Pythagorean theory of heliocentrism, which is correct in Pythagorean. Pythagoras was correct when he said we're in a heliocentric system. Yes, the planets, the so-called planets, he was talking about the wandering stars, Mercury, Venus. They do revolve around the sun. They are heliocentric, but the Earth is a stationary plane. And that's the only planet because, as we just saw, planet means it's a plane. It's a plane. It's in the word. Wordsmith, Con Smith, con artist, this theory of Helios. See, yeah, Pythagoras was not a globetard, please. Even Eric Dubay is sprouting this stupidity. He was not a globetard. He was teaching the true Ptolemaic system. He knew it, that the planets revolve around the sun, but it's a geocentric system. He knew that. I've read Pythagoras. All right, I think I'm going to finish it off here, guys, because I just keep cutting off. So, as I said, we had a hurricane. We still don't have the internet. I'm tethering all of these pages on my telephone, so the signal is weak today. But I want to finish with Copernicus himself, and he's got Nicholas in his name twice, Nicholas Copernicus, because it's the devil. Like Galileo Galilei means to move. Obviously, his last words were going to be, and it moves, because he's a player in a play, a psyop called globalism. So this Pythagorean teaching of heliocentrism was founded upon hypothesis. And it is not necessary that the hypothesis should be true or even probable. The hypothesis, I'll leave it, of the movement of the Earth is only one which is useful to explain certain phenomena, but it should not be considered as absolute truth, which is what Cullen Smith has done. Here's the fraud. Look at him, he's a friend of another theorist. Lemaitre, the Big Bang Theory, gravity theory, relativity theory, they're all theories. They just to get rid of the ether, which is something that probably Cullen doesn't even know what it is, the ether, the quintessence. Here he is himself, Einstein. Since then, I have come to believe that the motion of the Earth cannot be detected by any optical experiment, though the Earth is revolving around the sun. Of course, you little Jesuit, you and Lemaitre and your theories, of course you're going to say that. But that is what condemns you. That's why you are condemned, because here you are saying a liar and here you are saying the truth. It can't be detected by any optical experiment, but it can be by other means. And I'll show you those means in part 2. I will show you experiments which prove that the Earth is stationary by the genius Pierluigi Igina. There you go. Go to Pope Paul III and you'll see there the 3rd paragraph. What does it say? Cullen? Pope Paul was significant patron of artists, including Michelangelo, and it is to him that Nicholas Copernicus dedicated his heliocentric treatise. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So there it is. There's globetrottery at its best. These are all obviously CGI images, but Cullen puts these in his book. He thinks these are really cool, you know. I don't know, maybe he's... And these are all the movements that the Earth are making. We're going to be taught... Cullen's going to explain how we can be doing Mach 847, and every day, every second of the day, we're doing Mach this. We're doing this Mach, and we're doing this Mach as well. All right? These are the 4 motions of Copernicus. Cullen's going to explain to us all this. He's going to tell us, oh yeah, the reason the stars never move and there's no parallax and there's no distortion and there's no change in luminosity it is because we're making all of these movements and we're just flying through space at breakneck speeds. Yeah, boring old Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer just keep turning round and round over the sky and never change in brightness. Here's one for Cullen, all right? So here's he puts the Earth here, you know, he's a globetard, so this is what we learnt at kindergarten, you see? There's the Earth. Look how big the sun is. Look at the Earth, right? And you saw that video of the Earth at the North Pole where the sun was getting really big and really small because it's local. That's why. It's local, and the Earth ain't a Santa globe. And on the 29th, we're going to behead John the Baptist. We're going to behead this false prophet. I'm going to pull his panties down. You're going to see his little bits. He's going to look so fucking stupid. How does he explain then, if here's the sun... and here's Venus going around the sun, and then we're here, this is our ball Earth, right here is the ball Earth here, and this is the nighttime, to your left, this purple, and this is the daytime, and Venus is way, way over here, and yet we can see Venus sometimes at 70 degrees high in the sky over here, where this cursor is, right there. How is it that that man can see Venus right there, behind him, right there, when Venus should be right here? Because we live on a flat, stationary Earth, and all of this is Disney hogwash. And so I'm going to be enjoying exposing Cullen for the rest of eternity. And yeah, he'll never forget my name. And please don't forget Sonia Bonacci, my beautiful, beautiful niece, who has helped me so much with graphics and internet stuff. She actually made the graphics 4 or 5 years ago of Cullen with his soiled panties, holding hands with his boyfriends, Christopher Lord and Danny Wilton, upside down, trying to fall off the Santa ball. She made those, and she used to laugh her head off when I posted all of her graphics. And she made Cullen look like the fucking jackass that he is, and she loved it. She hates his guts. To quote her, he is creepy because he's an ogre and he's demonized and he's full of demons. These are all the experiments you can check right now of all the experiments that have done that prove that the Earth is flat. Do your research, folks, or stay stupid like Cullen, because Cullen is totally and utterly stupid. William Blake, I'll leave it with this. The guests are scattered through the land, for the eye-altering alters all. This is Cullen's eye, of course. The senses roll themselves in fear, and the flat earth becomes a ball. William Blake, not a stupid man. Read this, folks. Read this. Please read this. Continuation. Please read this, people. Be wise. Come on. We live in a Ptolemaic system. Ptolemy was right. Ptolemy was correct. Copernicus did not bunk Ptolemy. I am and have always been a Ptolemaic astrologer. Always, and always will be. I will not deceive you like this serpent, Cullen. Cullen means serpent, by the way. It's connected to Collins, Columbus, Colon, Cristobal Colon. The Collins family is the most powerful family in the world. Cullen is a globe-tard because they created globe-tardery. Columbus created globe-tardery. Columbus means Cullen. It's the same root word. He doesn't know. All right, guys, I see it keeps breaking up, and someone asked for the link for this PowerPoint. It's a Google Doc. Yep, send me an email at music@santos.net.au, and I will send it to you. But here's one to think about. Cullen's satellites are 400 miles high in the thermosphere, and all of that, those solar panels. It would have melted like way before it got to the thermosphere, because the thermosphere is about 4,000 Celsius, and the aluminium and all of that candy frost they've got on there, that would have melted. That cake mixer there, that would have melted like at 100 miles. So yeah, and by the way, this can't exist because Bill Nye, the Nye guy, said we're in a closed system. So you're all a bunch of retards, globetards. You are Neanderthals. Cullen Smith, David Martin is a Neanderthal. And it's a shame his bimbo girlfriend is a flat earther. I would love to go on a debate with David Martin and see his girlfriend sit next to him, because apparently she loves him. He's a smooch bear. You know, that's what happens when you go to the left-hand path. You will actually degrade yourself so much that you will go out and find yourself deliberately a globetard to be your partner. And you wake up every morning kissing a fucking globetard when you know the earth is flat. Good on you, Violet. From vices to virtues, you went, didn't you, sweetheart? Oh, and by the way, he's also a drunk, a drug addict, hit-and-run criminal record, has 30 or 40 drunken driving offences in court that have gone through. I've seen all these criminal records. I've got friends who know these two and what they're getting up to. He uses rape drugs with Violet and ecstasy and all kinds of things like that. He's a criminal. He aborts all the children that he doesn't need because he ejaculates over multiple whores, and some of them got pregnant. He's got children with partners all over California. And yeah, Violet met him at a party and got his, all his details, asked all the right questions, and brought him home that night, and figured that she was going to suck on his DNA and become as intelligent as him. So it's sad to see syncretists, watching them going to hell and living in hell and living in cycles of depravity and going from virtue to vice. That band needs to be named Virtue to Vice, because the girl who made the girl who made this video, the best flat earth video in the history of history, that I made with Violet. See this here, guys? Plain earth is scientific, globe earth is not. Violet made all of this video. She's a flat earther, right? And she sleeps with a globetard. Imagine how they lobotomized her and they desecrated that girl's soul. Pray for her, guys. Pray that she doesn't go to hell with this demonized drunk. He's a drunkard and he drives on the road and puts other people's lives in danger. He goes to court for hit and run. These are facts I can prove. I can give you this proof. This is not defamatory. This is, guard yourselves, guys, because you can be deceived by con smiths like Cullen, and you will practice depravity like Violet. Pray for her soul. She was a beautiful girl. I loved her very much. She helped me make the other video called on the runes. She made those with me, the two videos I did on the runes. She also did How Would You Like to Succeed? You'll see Violet there. You'll see her rather nervously because at this stage she was already, I think she already had met David Martin. And so you can tell she was not really getting the point of how to suck seed. But I know that she's an expert. So, all right, guys, I'm out. Thank you. I'm going to be doing part 2 soon and debunking all the globetards because they're too stupid. And, they need their panties pulled down, and I'm really good at it.